This is your perfect 20-minute reformer workout. I'm gonna get you in and out of here today in a short amount of time. It'll still be challenging. Today, let's place on all springs onto your reformer. Headrest can be up or down to start. Before we get started, please subscribe. I post new workouts all the time, and let's get started. All right, to begin, let's start with the feet on the outer corners of the foot bar, externally rotated, arches or heels on the bar. Let's press the carriage out, extending the legs long. Bend your knees, come all the way in, resist the springs. Exhale, extend the legs, and return. So we're gonna really focus on that slow control. And yes, you may feel your joints popping, you may hear popcorn. It's completely normal. Let's take a few. And in. One more. And bring it in. Little pulses up and down. So your sacrum's going to be really heavy, anchored to the mat. We're just pulsing back and forth, moving the carriage away and in. You've got another 3, 2, 1. Extend all the way out. Bend your knees, come all the way in. Good. Now let's take it into a little baby pelvic lift. You'll lower your headrest down. Lift your pelvis up off the mat, just fist height, not into a full bridge yet, and lower down. Lifting up and lowering down. So we want to engage your transverse abdominis, your deep, deep core. And to feel this really come online, you can think about the space between your hip bones pulling together really strongly. Still trying to keep your collarbone rolled nice and wide so your shoulders aren't rolling up. One more, hold. Now we're gonna keep this little lift. Extend the legs out just like we did with our footwork anchored down to the mat, and press away. Pressing out, extending with control. And my back here is not arched, so I'm not letting the tailbone dip down. Nice and neutral, neither arched nor tucked. Let's take another 2. And back in. Good. Now bring the carriage almost all the way home. Little pulses back and forth. 3 more. And extend all the way out. Bend your knees, still in your hover. And bring the carriage to a close. Very nice. Now, bridges, arches to the foot bar, hip distance apart. And you really want to bring your arches to the top of the bar rather than in front of the bar. Headrest is still down. Arms down by your sides. Big breath in. Exhale, rolling up. Find your diagonal line bridge from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. Feeling your hamstrings really come online. As you roll down, see if you can feel each bone in your spine touch the mat until the bottom of your sacrum becomes heavy. So it's really all about that tuck under as you roll up your abdominals, supporting as you lift up into your bridge and rolling down. Good. Now, if this is feeling too simple, you can always come up to the balls of your feet for a little added challenge. You're going to get your calves and your feet really to come online. Good. Now holding there, we're going to pulse up and down. 8, 7, 6. Again, on your arches or on the balls of your feet, either way. 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Lift and hold. Now let's stay here. We'll lift the right leg to tabletop. Place it back down, trying to keep the carriage really steady. Left leg to tabletop. Place it back down. Hips are staying really lifted. Palms and triceps, back of the arm, pressed firmly down into the bed. Still breathing. One more set. And lower down. Good. Both feet to the foot bar. Roll the spine down. Rock your knees side to side. We're going to take it once more. This time, single leg, one leg extended. Arms down by your sides once again. Rolling up, finding that bridge. Right leg extends up to the ceiling. Keep your hips high, flex your foot, lower the leg down. Point the toe, bring it up. Flex the foot, lower down. point the toe, bring it up. And a mistake I see people make in person in the studio all the time, dropping the right hip down here. Keep it nice and high. One more. Good, bend your knee, lower it down. Other side. Left leg up, hip steady, flex the foot, lower the leg down. Feel your glutes come online, bring it back up. Inhale, lower down, point your toe, bring it up. And flex. 2 more. Last one. Bend your knee, lower the foot, roll the spine down. Windshield wiper in a figure 4 position. Right ankle over left knee. Left foot is on the foot bar, just rock the leg side to side. And other side, left ankle over right knee. Press your left knee out. And we rock side to side. Let's move on. We're gonna roll up to sit in. Switch to 1 heavy spring and 1 light spring. Headrest will be up. We're gonna grab the straps into the palms, so wherever they are, grab them, and then we will lie back down. All right, continuing with some stabilizing abdominals with hands and straps. Straps go onto the palms. If you have short and long loops, we're gonna use the short loops. Fingertips right over the shoulders. Feet will be on the foot bar. So we want to make sure that the carriage is away. The strap should not be all the way back here. Big breath in. Exhale, we're gonna raise the right leg up to tabletop, bring the left leg up to meet it. This is our nice stable position. From here, we extend the right leg forward and exhale, bring it back. Left leg extends forward, exhale, bring it back in. Alternating sides. And switch. And switch. And switch. Good. Now, as the right leg extends, let's take the left leg over to the side in our dead bug variation. Inhale, or exhale, bring it all back in. Left leg forward, right leg side, and back. Alternating sides, and switch. Exhale as you extend. Inhale, bring it in. Arms and legs come to a nice long extension. 1 more each side after this. Last one. Very good. Okay, scoot away from the shoulder blocks just a little bit. Arms up over your shoulders, legs to tabletop. Now let's come to our curl. We will extend the legs. Big breath in, exhale. Let's curl up with the head, neck, and shoulders. Legs reach forward. Inhale, bring it back to starting. Big breath in. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, return. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, return. And your legs don't have to be so low. They can be somewhere closer to 45 degrees, or keep them in tabletop, or even extended up to the ceiling is fine. Whatever you choose. Let's take a couple more. Whoops. Good. All right, one last thing for arms while we're here. Tabletop with the legs. Arms extend straight up over the shoulders. Press down next to your sides. Bend and extend the arms. If you'd like to take your curl, you're welcome to do that. Your head, neck, and shoulders will be lifted for this. Shoulders back. Or you can keep the head down. If you need more abdominals, you're welcome to extend the legs with or without the curl. Let's take another 6. 5. Last 4. Final 3. 2. And 1. Very good. Arms up over the shoulders. Close the stopper. Let's move on. I've switched to 1 heavy spring. We will come to kneeling, facing the back of the machine. Hands will be on the foot bar as far out as you'd like to take them. Now, they should definitely be past your shoulders. So what do I mean by that? They shouldn't be right here, because once we start pulling, you will have nowhere to go. Hands further than your shoulders. Hips right over heels. Start by pressing the hands away. So you're separating the shoulder blades. Big breath in, exhale using your upper body. And of course your abdominals. Pull forward and return. So you'll see my knees are not pulsing forward as I'm pulling forward. We're getting the arms, of course, the back, the abdominals, all to come online. to power this movement. Now you may be tempted to pull the knees forward. Please wait. We will get there. This moment is not that moment. Let's take 3 more. Shoulders coming over the wrists or as close to it as we can. Preferably not too far past if you are overshooting. Now next, pull forward. We pulse the knees forward and back. See, I found that I need to walk my hands a little further forward, so I'm going to do that. Now, we bring the knees forward and back. So you'll see the knees are coming past the hips and return. Good. So now we're getting the lower abdominals to come online, feeling that space between our hip bones pulling together, feeling the pelvic floor lifting, using the breath, exhaling as we come forward. Lots of pressure in the palms. 2 more, please. And last one. Very good. Close the stopper. You can take a quick child's pose, hips down to heels. Reach your arms forward along the frame. Let's walk our hands to find those straps. Once again, chest expansion. So for this one, we will be kneeling. If you'd like to be seated on your heels, you can do that, of course. If you'd like something a little more challenging, come up to your kneeling position. I'll do that one today. Hands in straps. Palms face back, really neutral spine. Keep your core engaged. We press back. Hands go past the hips. We hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale, return. So trying to keep your torso nice and stable. Exhale, pressing back. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Return. 3 more like this, feeling your back muscles engage. Triceps come online. And we are fighting the extreme urge to poke the chest out. The ribs are staying heavy down toward the floor. One last time. Big breath in, eyes on the horizon. Exhale, press back, hold. Good, now we're gonna flip our palms to face each other. We will take our arms out to a low V. So not right at shoulder height, not right by the hips, just in between. I'm gonna choke up on my straps just a little bit more and bring the arms out to that low T position. So you'll see they're not up at shoulder height, they're not down here, they're at about 45 degrees. So you may need to adjust where your hands are along the straps. Palms face forward as the arms come out to the sides. We want to feel the upper back muscles right around your shoulder blades start to engage. So for this one, I find it a lot harder to stabilize through the core, but it's imperative, so you must slow it down if you feel like you're having a hard time stabilizing. Really zero in on where you may or may not be engaging. And before you move the hands, see if you can use the breath and bring those parts online. 2 more. Eyes nice and stable on the horizon. Very good. Now, grab both straps in your hands. Turn it around. We will move on to our abdominal sequence. Straps will go down on the pegs or wherever you may put them. We will place 1 light spring on with the heavy spring, so we're on 1 heavy, 1 light. We'll go into our down stretch and long stretch. So for down stretch, we're gonna be kneeling. Grab a knee pad if you need one. Toes curled under, feet up against the shoulder blocks. Hands on the foot bar. And we're gonna bring the hips forward and bring the shoulders right over the palms. So we wanna make sure the shoulders are really wide. Let the hips stay forward and bring your gaze really far up. Press into the bar. Keep your hips forward all the way as you come up. So you're gonna think about your chest being drawn to where the ceiling meets the wall rather than to the wall in front of you. So another thing you can think about is as if your head was getting pulled or we're getting pulled straight up to the ceiling. The most common issue I see, butt sticking out, especially as you come forward. But we really need to keep the hips in that forward position the entire time and then keep this big scoop. Good. Now that we have that down, we will close the stopper, come up to a plank position. This will be our long stretch. So long stretch in Pilates is basically a moving plank with the hands on the foot bar. Feet are in the same position. You may sometimes see this with the feet on the headrest. We'll do up against the shoulder blocks today. All fingers facing forward. Lift the knees. Find a plank position. Now, you want to find a diagonal line from your knees, from the crown of your head to your shoulders, all the way down to your heels. Press out. Now feel that whole line lifting on an upward diagonal. Pressing back. So it feels almost as if your head is lifting up. Common issue I see with people in the studio, the head dips down, and then the butt starts doing whatever it wants, and all of a sudden your diagonal line becomes something completely different. So it's not that you need to look up, it's that you need to keep the back of your neck really long and think about your head coming on that upward diagonal. I think that's about all we need to do of those. Next, close the stopper. We will start this with a long stretch, then we're gonna add pikes to it basically. This is our up stretch. So heels will be lifted up against the shoulder blocks. We will start in that plank. We're gonna press back for our long stretch. Now from here, where things change, we lift the butt, draw the carriage in without moving the upper body. And then once we bring the carriage in as much as we can, round through the spine, flatten back out to that plank. Press back, pike up, bring the carriage in, and then round through the spine. So it's a press out, a pike, and a snaking through the spine. Bring the shoulders back over the wrists. One more like this. Pike, and round forward. Now let's reverse it. Pike. I'm sorry if I'm hitting the mic here. Flatten it back out to your plank. Now this whole position moves forward. Pike. Flatten out. And back. Two more. Round back to your pike. Press back. Bring it forward. One more. I am definitely sweating. And bring it all the way home. Close the stopper. Roll out your wrists. Once it's there, sit on your heels. We'll roll things out a little one way and the other. Nice job, everybody. Why don't we finish up with a stretch? I think we could use it. Let's go for a scooter stretch. I'm gonna stay on the heavy and the light spring. If you prefer less, you could do just a heavy spring. Come to the right side of your machine. Your right foot will be aligned with the front edge of the machine itself. Hands on the foot bar. Hips will be scooped under just a bit. Press the carriage back. Both knees nice and bent. Still trying to keep that nice scoop under with the pelvis. Good. Next, we're gonna let the carriage flow all the way back. Right arm reaches up, twist. Look over your right shoulder. Feel that deepening of the stretch on the left side. Hand to the foot bar. Press back, find your split. Very nice. Let's go for the other side. Gonna drift over here really quickly. Left foot aligns with the edge of the machine, front edge. Right foot up against the shoulder block. Press back into your lunge. You can also do the scoop under variation that we just did. Right hand comes next to your left hand. Left arm comes up, twist through the torso, look over your left shoulder. Hands come back to the foot bar. Both legs stretch. Straight legs. Find your split. Bring the carriage to a close and you are all done. Thank you so much for joining me for this workout. If you need a little cool down, I'll include something down here. But first, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and sign up for my membership. I have tons of videos, all different lengths. If you like 20 minutes, I got you. If you like 45 minutes plus, I got you. If you like an hour, done. All kinds of good stuff there. Speaking of which, thank you so much to all my members. I so appreciate your support. Couldn't do this without you. So if you're looking for that cool down, it's right here. Have a great day, guys. Bye.